communicate. I'd like to hire Amy Adams to communicate with a 22-year-old creature that lives in our house. I'd like her to see if she can communicate with this alien and help us understand why it's here and why it arrived and what it's trying to do. You see, this creature does seem to try to communicate with us and knows some phrases. However, we feel it's sort of like when you take that language course, Babbel, just before you go on a trip to a foreign country, and then you get there, you're all excited and you start talking in their language, and the person across from you says, please, just speak English, because I don't understand what you're saying. See, here are some of the phrases this creature uses. And again, I don't think it understands what it's saying. It says words like, you're stupid. You're really stupid. Get out. And a recent one, it says, you're not funny. We've tried to make contact with this creature in other ways, like knocking on the door of the ship, of its ship, but it doesn't answer. And for a while there, we were able to see underneath the door because it has a 1/2 inch gap. We could see if there was light coming out or if it was dark. But recently, the creature has put a foreign object under the door, so we don't know if there's light or darkness, if it's awake or perhaps sleeping. But we have gathered over time that perhaps it sleeps during the day and it roams our kitchen at night. Recently, we tried again to knock on that door, but outside was a sheet of paper, a drawing, a primitive drawing of 2 stick figures, which I assume is myself and my wife, with the faces X'd out. I think perhaps that's a warning, do not enter. So we've decided there might be another way to communicate with this creature, and that is to call in. However, we recently figured out that it wears headphones. Where it got the headphones, I don't know, but it can't hear us speaking to it. One thing we have realized that the creature understands food, especially it can smell food. So at times the creature will come out at night when there's dinner, but it says something like, this food sucks. And we're not sure what it's trying to tell us. I mean, it could be that maybe this food sucks on it, like on its skin or inside its mouth, and it's an irritant, because when we bought barbecue chicken wings, it happily sucked on those wings, and it can eat unlimited number of chicken wings. It's not sure what the suck means. Once in a blue moon, this creature leaves, and we're not sure when it's going to return. So if the door's open, we run in. And sometimes we find stacks and stacks of coffee cups. We find plates of food half eaten. And we find all sorts of utensils and wrappers. And we quickly grab those and take them because we know this creature likes to hoard things in its room and it doesn't like to relinquish them. But one thing we've noticed is that it has mounds and mounds of clothes and sheets and blankets, and they're spewed all over the floor, everywhere. You can never tell, you can't see what was originally the floor. And we think it doesn't sleep on the bed, but rather nests on those piles. It's a nester. Well, one thing, we have made some progress over the years that it's been with us. And we do know that it does understand and can communicate a few phrases. Like, we understand that it knows what it's saying when it says, I need money. It also says, is the car fixed? And recently it has said the dog is smarter, which it means the dog is smarter than myself and my wife. And we think that it understands animals better than us, because our dog barks and so does this creature. It barks at us. So where do we go from here? We believe that this alien will one day be able to communicate with us, maybe. We also believe that this creature will someday leave us and maybe move far away and only return on occasion. But until then, we really love this creature and appreciate this creature. And even though it has all these quirky behaviors, we know we'd miss it if it left us. So I want to tell you, if ever a creature, alien arrives in your home, don't panic. Just try to communicate with it, and hope that one day it will be able to communicate with you, Mr. Toastmaster.